Hello, welcome to Love, Sex, and Marriage. Once again, Mr. Lucas is eating a nice hot plate.
What are you doing?
We're doing this plant-based diet still. This is going to be our new lifestyle, so.
Right. So as you can see, I got some yams with pecans in it. It ain't that bad though. And then I got some rice, potatoes. What's this?
It's like a mushroom casserole.
Mashed potatoes and mushrooms.
That's not mashed potatoes.
What's that?
Potatoes. It's just potatoes and rice.
It's good though. Potato, rice, mushrooms, and then it's like I guess in a mushroom sauce or something. And onions.
I'm trying to make this
really
food taste good. I'm trying.
Plant-based is pretty cool.
Yeah. It's the way to go. So
You still eat kind of good though.
I'm going to learn some better ways to doctor up the food, make it taste better. So I'm still in experimental stage. But today we're talking about how to love your spouse.
Your bill all the time.
Right. So he likes to love through food.
Fastest way through a man's heart is not through his penis. Taking your pants down don't guarantee you nothing.
But tonight I want to speak about, let's get a little technical a little bit, on 8 different ways to love someone, including your spouse.
There you go.
So the first one is eros, or erotic love.
E-R-O-S, that type of love. It's actually the word at its etymologic root comes from Greece.
Mm-hmm.
And so Eros is the god of it's not the god of love, that's Valentine. Right? Explain it to us.
I'm not going to get into the Greek. All these are Greek based that I'm going to give you, but I'm just going to touch on them a little bit. If you want to go into more detail, you can. But basically, it is erotic love. It's that love at first sight, that, I want to jump on you type of love. Let's go to the bedroom.
How you was looking at me when you first saw me?
Except for I didn't actually go to the bedroom with you that night.
Because I was like, nah, I'm gonna just let you chill tonight,
No. But I was very attracted to him.
She wanted this D.
I was very attracted to him when I first saw him.
She wanted this D.
And I was sexually attracted to him when I first saw him.
She wanted this D.
He had amazing, and he still has amazing eyes. And that was the part. It was like his eyes was glowing or something.
She wanted this D. She do.
So that's that type of love, that spontaneous love. You got to be careful to kind of make you want to cheat if you're married, so stay away from that.
Yeah.
You only want to have that with your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you have, let's see.
Somebody.
An affectionate type of love.
That's like for your spouse. That's not for your spouse, though, is it?
This is like, for
aunties.
No.
Cousins.
No, that's a different type of love. It can't be for your spouse. It's like a compassion type of love. Like
okay.
The stuff you don't like to do, like the lovey-dovey,
Oh, yeah.
massages, being romantic, that type of love.
Right. I feel like fair exchange is not a robbery. So what do I mean when I say that? I mean, if you give me something, I'm going to give you something. Right? So if you give me, a good time, I'm going to show you a good time. You know what I mean? I think when you get in trouble is when you start showing people a good time and they're not interested in showing you a good time. Reciprocity. You got to show me a good time and I'm going to show you a good time.
He got to the night time.
Oh, did you? Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Hooray.
Oh. And then you have like a stork type of love. And this is the type of love that is for your family.
Oh,
so
like aunties.
Aunts, your children, that type of love.
Okay.
So it's a different type of love. So you don't want to give please don't give your spouse that type of love. That's like the worst thing.
Your uncle.
And people do that. I'm serious. That's why people break up. Mm-hmm. They use their own type of love, languages, or whatever you want to call it.
That's a good point.
For the wrong person. You love your aunt like this, or your mom, or your kids.
Right.
Usually you get it confused with your kids and your spouse, because you have to go back and forth between that all the time. And it's challenging for me sometimes too. I'm like, I have to talk to him like he's a man. He's the king of the house, and not like he's one of the kids of the house. So, because that will be quick to get you in an argument. So make sure you love your spouse in a proper way, not in the way that you love your kids.
Okay.
Okay. And
very good point there.
Okay. Then you have ludus type of love.
Ludus. What's that?
That's that playful love, that flirtatious kind of love.
Okay, that sounds like eros.
They're different.
Okay.
I mean, they can be similar, but they're different.
How do they differ?
Well, this is more flirting and playful, and eros is more sexual.
Okay.
So you don't have to. You could flirt with someone and not have sex with them.
Not David.
Them are two different things.
Not David.
Yeah, but you flirted with someone and you didn't have sex with them.
You
could flirt as someone. I know that's not the same thing though. Like you just could see someone across the room and flirt like with your eyes or your body language, or you could say something that's flirtatious. That's what they mean.
Not David.
It's like a playful type of love.
It's only a matter of time before I'm going to see you naked. I don't even play like that.
Then you have mania.
Okay. Stalker.
Like a crazy type of love.
Okay, that's like number 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that you want to be careful.
Yeah.
That's the one that hits you.
Windows out the car.
Yeah. So you make sure you be careful with that type of love. They're like obsessed. That's how you could tell. Like they get like obsessed. They call you maybe like.
And it's always the super pretty ones. Like you be like, hey.
If they're calling you
Beauty
like
is a
10
curse.
times a day, and that's not how you love, you know what I mean? Like it's not something y'all mutually do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they like, where you at? And y'all not married. I'm talking about y'all in a relationship. Where you at?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing? Like that's a little obsessive.
Yes, sir, I am. Yes, sir, I am. I'm banging this out. She can cook though, for real.
So
that's how you love David. Cook and let it be good.
So that obsessive stuff.
Can't be obsessed in love.
Don't call. Don't be in the bushes or stopping by uninvited. If y'all just dating, don't do that.
If that's you, it's probably something in yourself you need to work out. Maybe something serious happened, like maybe you were abused as a kid or something.
Maybe.
It's
it
serious.
Could be something more deeper.
You know what I mean? He said she posted this food. He went bananas. Like it's good though, for real. See, but yeah. So if that's you, if you hide in the bushes, busting windows out the cars and stuff, if that's you, get yourself together, family. It's a deadline.
Yeah, we have between love and hate.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, boo.
Then you have pragma.
Pragma.
I think this is what we kind of have.
Okay.
This is when you have love over a period of time.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you didn't have that erotic type of love.
But it develops over time.
It develops over time.
Now tell them people how you really felt about that.
Time.
Tell people.
Well, I don't know. I had an erotic experience, but I guess David didn't have that experience at the beginning.
What do you mean?
Did you? I'll let you speak for yourself.
You need to clarify. Who'd you have an erotic experience with, babe?
You. I had an erotic experience with my husband.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I had more of a pragma experience.
Right. Yeah, he had more of a pragma.
And she used to cry every day over it. And erotic.
I feel like you're not attracted to me.
No.
You don't love me.
No.
Like I didn't understand. Like I'm getting a little bit better understanding as I mature. But at the beginning, I was mad. I was angry. I feel like, what you mean you didn't like me at first?
Ash, it's true. So see, I've always been taught to make a decision on who you're going to be with. And so I've been taught to temporarily remove your emotions so that you can make the best decision. It doesn't mean that I don't have them, because apparently I do have them, because I had to remove them. Mm-hmm. So I had to remove them to make a decision. And once I made a decision, then I can, re-add the love back. Okay. So that's what I think the pragma love is. So she's going over the 8 different types of love, and she's got to erotic love, which is, the love that you have, sexual love. And she said she had that for me.
Right.
The fifth type of love is pragma love. And pragma love is something that you develop over time. It's like a snowball effect.
Right.
Where it's like, oh, okay, I didn't notice how nice her eyes was. Oh, you know what? She got a big booty. Now I'm thinking about it. Every time I see you, I like you more and more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how mine was. It was more of like I didn't have the erotic. But I have never had erotic love in my life. Oh.
That's a lie. He talks about how he want to have sex with every girl that walks by.
That's love?
No, it's erotic. That's what that means.
Oh.
It's like a sexual, like physical attraction type of love.
Oh, I thought that. I didn't know. Well, I had that every day then, I guess. Oh, 5 Love Languages.
Yeah.
She didn't get this from 5 Love Languages, though. She got this from another book. I don't know. She reads when I'm not here.
I got this from an article. This is a Greek philosophy.
Oh, okay.
This is what this is from.
Got it. Yes, I miss.
Then you have fellatio.
I like fellatio.
Fellatio.
What are you talking about? What is that?
Fellatio.
Bye, fellatio.
This is Greek word, so I'm trying to. So this is like your self love for yourself, which you need to have before you get in a relationship with anyone.
It's actually considered an intelligence as well. Interpersonal intelligence. There are 9 different types of intelligences, and we'll go over those later. But having love for yourself is a form of intelligence. And
Right.
It's also a type of love.
Right, because if you don't love yourself, how could you love someone else?
He used to date Felicia. Yeah, that's true. That's why I said my teacher who threw me out of class, and she was so tired of me that she gave me a C. You know what I mean? I said she couldn't hate me because I didn't know me, so she can't hate a me I don't know.
Right.
And the same way that you can't love a me that I don't know. I have to know me and love it.
And you have to know what you want. Like, before I started to, I had some bad experiences with dating before I met Mr. Lucas here. And I had to learn, I had to learn to love myself first. So I took some time out between one guy I was dating and before I met him. And I just would read every day. I would read about love. I would read about just learning about myself, what I like. I would take quizzes. I know that sounds lame, but I like to write down. I'm a writer, so for me that helped me. So I would take different quizzes to learn about myself and what I like, and then I learned about what I want in a marriage.
Chris does that too.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to know what you want first, because you start dating someone, they be like, well, what are you looking for in a marriage? You be like,
I don't know.
I don't know. That ain't gonna work. They're gonna be like, next. Somebody that's really serious is
right.
gonna
Could
be
you
like,
imagine
next.
2 people who don't know on the date? It's got to be the biggest waste of time. Know yourself and like yourself and love yourself.
And now I can tell him what I want. And you mature. Like, we change and we grow together.
Pragma. Oh,
Right.
Get it.
Right.
There
There you go. And we change over a period of time. But because we knew ourselves at the beginning, it's easier to change and grow together.
Hi, Ash.
Hi.
We love you and Cullen. How y'all doing? How's the baby doing the time? Getting big, I bet.
Aw. And then we have agape love. This is my favorite.
Oh, Jesus
kind of
introduced this to us.
This is my favorite type of love.
It's that unconditional love.
Yes.
That Homer and Goshia love. That go get her out of the prostitute. She can't be no prostitute. And you got to marry her. Don't just marry a prostitute, but go get her.
Right.
And marry her and love her.
Well, that was his wife, though, before all that.
But he had to love her, though.
Right.
God said he had to love her.
Right, I agree.
I'm like, whoa.
But I'm just saying, he just didn't randomly grab a prostitute off the street.
Right.
You have to make that clear.
No, he didn't. But no, he didn't. He didn't. But she turned into a real heifer, like, you know what I mean.
And that's where, I don't know if I could say we have agape love, because the way Jesus loves, I mean, it's hard for a human to love like that. But I try to have that in my marriage. Like, I try to love my husband's flaws, even when he does something crazy.
I got flaws.
Yeah, boo.
Hold on.
Even when he does something crazy, I'm going to ride for him. I'm going to be there for him. I'm going to support him. Even if I don't agree with it, I'm going to support him, and we'll talk about it later.
I said it in the video. I said, somebody asked, what's the hierarchy of marriage? I said, wife. I said because those people. Not that you negate these people, but you have to make sure that if you're any of your family members or anything like that, you got to make sure that you put your wife first. I said even if she's wrong in front of people, you don't tell the people that.
Right.
When y'all get in the room, you be like, why did you do that? You know what I mean? But not in front of other people.
Yeah, and then you gotta have like a forgiveness, and I think that comes in agape love. Like everything that God is.
Who said that fly?
Everything that God is, if you're a Christian or whatever your religion is, our objective is to try to be more like Him. So you should be doing that anyways.
Right.
However, you definitely want to try to resemble that in your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I do that and he does that for me, that's going to make our marriage so much more perfect. And then the sex is going to be so much better.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a connection to it, which I know y'all guys don't like to think about that, but women, we want a connection. We want to be able to feel. That's the best way to get it. Is to have a spiritual connection first.
Yeah. And then physical. If you go with the physical first, which is so easy to do.
Right, that's that.
If you
Erotic.
go with the physical first,
right,
that you might look up and meet somebody that just, that just so happened to coincide with you. You know what I mean? But for the most part, that ain't how it works.
Right. I don't want to put on luck.
She said, laughing her butt out, right is right, and wrong is wrong, even if it's in public.
Oh, no.
Now, I hope they don't know, right? But we was in the barbershop one day. I hope they don't know. And this wife was going hamburger on her husband, right? And so Sharon and I was there, and we were looking at each other like, and the husband was like, okay, like, it's at this moment in time.
Time and place is everything.
I'm not about to go. So I mean,
right.
She was going like hamburger. See, later on down the line, I understood why. You know what I mean? So I see what you said, Ash. Because later on down the line, I was like, I see why. You know what I mean? But before that, I was like, she out of pocket. Like, this ain't something you do.
I don't know. I like to keep certain things in private. I mean, we have like little like discussions, whatever, but we don't get in like full blown arguments in public. Mm-hmm. That's just a no. I mean,
he wasn't arguing.
You're not. But listen, you're not saying
he was
that.
Calm.
You're not saying that what they're doing is right. It's just picking your time to discuss
respecting them enough to be like.
You gotta respect them because if you're not about to leave them, you gotta go back home with them later, and that's gonna be horrible.
The way he was calm, I was like, he be whooping her butt. Like, I was like, he gotta be smacking on her. Like, I said, I don't understand. Like, this to me is awkward. Like, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
you wanna say that for later. When you get home, y'all can have a discussion. Y'all could go, do whatever y'all need to do. But in public, just give him the eye. Like, that's what I do with my husband. Like,
See, when I found this, after a couple months went past and they end up getting a divorce, I figured it out. I said, oh. And the situation, I probably would have been going hamburger too. But David got so much respect for David that David probably would have did that. Like, I probably just wouldn't hung with you. Like,
I would have been.
Girls is different.
But I would have waited until you got out the barbershop.
He said, beat down on her clown. Like David beats the bag. Hilarious. It's true. Like,
yeah. So, I think you have to learn that though. When you're married, you have to learn that. We were young.
We was arguing from my grandma and stuff.
Yeah, and that comes back to bite
maybe
you.
in here like this, like.
Let me get the popcorn. Let me get the popcorn.
Now you the TV show, like. But I'm legit mad. Like, one time I cussed her. I ain't cuss her out, but I was so mad. Like, we went to my grandma's house, and I wasn't cussing, but I was just, just saying what was on my mind. You know what I mean? My grandma's friend got so mad. Like, She got so mad. She felt like, get your
And then
ass
they'll
on.
bring it back up. Sorry, so y'all argued already. Y'all over it. Next week you come back, they gonna bring it back up again. You be like, what? That's
Right.
over with. Don't bring that back up.
Listen, that was when we've been married like 10 years. That was when
Right.
we was first married, like our first couple, like
That's
our first
what you
year.
learn. You learn. Even I don't care how mad you are.
She
Keep
look at
that
me
in
now
your
like-
house.
You say nothing to me. Ash says, right. Not everything needs a scene, but I can't agree with everything they said. I see what you're saying.
Right. You don't have to agree with it. I
Right.
agree with that. I don't agree with everything that he does and say, and I always tell him, like, if he's wrong, I tell him that. But I tell him between me and us, like, not in front of someone.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, I didn't agree with that. I think he was wrong. I think you owe so-and-so an apology.
I got a personality too where you trying to embarrass me, it ain't going down like that.
Or if he tried to embarrass me, I'm
But
gonna be like,
he did a good job though. He did a good job because he was
he kept
calm.
calm. Right, because if he would have escalated, then they
She
would have
was already on
They would
10.
have called the cops. Like,
Listen,
now he in jail.
She was
for
on,
something he
and
did.
that's what I'm saying. She was on 10. He was on 0. If he would have went to 1, she'd have went to 100. You feel me? If he would have went to 1, like she'd have went to 100. Like she was already on 10. Like the only reason she wasn't on 100 is because he was on 0. Like
Right.
so, I'm like, oh wait, like.
Right.
But then, like I said later on down the line, when
It's been funny. You ain't got your girl in check.
that's how I felt like, oh, Eddie Kane, like, you don't have your girl in check, man. This is awkward. Like, you making everybody in this room feel
Right.
awkward. Like, chill out. I had to leave.
Right.
Like, oh, man, made me get up out of here. Like, it was awkward. It was very awkward. Like,
So what do you think, babe?
I think you got to make sure. She said, I need the Lord to work on my time. I feel you.
We all do.
But Ash, your personality is sweet though. So in my opinion, so you probably like say something and like me and Sharon probably won't even know you mad. Like you feel me? Like you know what I mean? So it'd be like, oh, Kellen might know though. Kellen 100% know, but me and Sharon to be like,
Right.
we don't even think about it. You
Right,
know what I
because
mean?
he know you. He knows.
Yeah,
your
he
body
knows
language.
like you know. He
And then
look,
that
like,
brings it back. If you know each other's body language, like he knows when I'm upset, and I don't have to say anything. So
oh
I
man.
think that brings it back to sometimes your words. You don't have to use your words all the time.
Right.
Your body language is something that you two have together.
Right.
That he'll know. Shut up.
I gotta be quiet.
Right. And when nobody else won't know that.
Yeah, she said those calm in the storm type people is great for real. For real. For real. I'm saying, like, my man was so calm. I was like, man, he must be busting her in the mouth or something. Like, he too calm.
That's
Like,
the reason.
he was still carrying on regular conversations. Like, I'm like, man, you don't realize did she
When
argue?
we get home, I'm gonna make sure this never happen again.
He was doing hamburger. I was like, oh, I was embarrassed. Like, oh.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, it was crazy. So the way I see it is like, Sharon and I have argued in front of people in the beginning parts of our relationship. So I'm not telling you something on some, I'm saying like, when I did that, Sharon and me got in the bed and we forgot about it. Like, but other people will bring it up for, the ladies see me today and still be really
And then that's how your business get out here. So now your stuff on the streets, gossip on the street. You see one of your friends and they know about it. You be like, how you know about it? You weren't there. Like now your business all around, especially if you live in a small town like we used to live in.
And what's so crazy is people always be like, keep it real, let me.
When
But
keeping
as-
it real goes wrong.
But as soon as you show them the real, they be feeling like, oh, you phony. Like,
Right.
huh? You know what I mean? Like, get away from me. Like, just get away from me.
Yeah,
You know
I
what mean?
learned to like. I mean, it's certain things I share, but some things I keep private. Like,
Right.
yeah.
I just keep all the way to myself because I feel like at the end of the day, me and Sharon is gonna be cool.
Right.
I have had some legitimate gripes with Sharon that time has got me to feel like I need to wait. And when I got in the car, I'll explode. You know what I mean? And we don't. I always try to say, one of the outs in marriage is hitting. You ain't gonna be black in my eye. You ain't gonna be having me bleeding or having
Right.
me missing work because I'm embarrassed. Like, you know what I mean? But as far as like the next time he say that to me, You know, doop. Sharon, I'm not playing. Sharon, you need to stop laughing. Stop. I'm not playing.
Or David, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Like, he gets it.
Yeah.
He get it.
Yeah. And then you
I
just
had to
know,
be a mama then. Mama type of love.
No, like I can't even do it. Like,
Right.
Arguments is serious, but arguments, in my opinion, is like an oil change. You don't get an oil change every day.
Right.
But when you get it, you be needing some arguments you need to have. Because
Right.
you feel like, I can't keep holding this in. You know what I mean? If you don't be bringing me my plate, that's a problem. Like, I know that's like a patriarchal, old, antiquated type. I'm an 87-year-old. I'm an 87-year-old dude.
200. 200.
But it's a requirement. I feel like go
Old
get
Moses
that.
over here.
And I'm tired of keep having to tell you, like, what's the problem? I
Right.
just get off of work. I don't feel like coming here even saying that I wanted to brewing. You know, I get home at 11:15. I don't see the problem. Like,
I set your plate to the microwave.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
fixed.
you go get it, you know, and and that's for a compromise because she don't like to feel like no slave, and I don't want her to feel like no slave. But I also like my food ready.
I don't mind fixing his plate. Sometimes, you know, when I'm in the mood, I fix the plate. I have it out here. But other times, I'm like, the food is done. If I'm busy, go on and make your plate. Don't be standing there. I need my plate.
Yeah.
I need my plate. Like, I'm busy. I got kids. I'm doing other stuff. So I think, yes, it is a compromise.
I ain't gonna use his name in vain, but my mentor said, your feelings catch up with you after a while. Thanks, Ash.
I think it's a compromise.
Well,
It's
yeah.
a compromise. It is certain things that you like that your spouse to do. You like your spouse to do.
Right.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your spouse is, you know, busy, you know, use your common sense. Like, if the plate's in the microwave, just get the plate. Don't be sitting there.
Am I too busy to take the trash out? Am I too busy to make sure?
Yes. Yes.
Am I too busy to make sure
Yes.
that check in the bank
Yes.
every week?
The
I
check
ain't too
be in
busy
the
for that.
bank, but he don't always set the trash out. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, well, you must don't know
We
about me.
compromise on the trash, so.
We do.
Yeah.
We actually got a very good relationship. Both of us have had relationships before.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can look back, I've never had one that was this great, like on a regular, every day. And some days that I'd be feeling like, did you brush your teeth yet? And then some days I feel like, here's my bill. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how it is. Like, but because I married, first of all, I was ready to get married. I understood fully what I signed up for before I walked down that aisle. I want to reiterate that. I understood fully what I signed up for
Me too.
before I done out. So many of our friends are getting a divorce, and I promise you, it's because they didn't understand what they signed up for. So if I'm cheating on her, you clearly didn't understand what you signed up for. You just didn't understand. Like, and if you doing something or she doing something that is against his love language, because I'm gonna write a book called The 5 Unloved Languages. Here's the 5 things that you can do that will get you instantly divorced. Like, people will love that book. They'll read it. It'll be the bestseller of all time.
Right.
Because there's a couple things you can do that, in my opinion, warrants a divorce. Sexual infidelity. You ain't gonna be letting another man donut in your coffee. Right. Never. I don't care if he got the greatest donut you ever seen in your life with sprinkles and chocolate. You ain't gonna
cream on the inside. No.
I don't care if the Krispy Kreme donut sign just came on. You're not gonna let another man put his donut in your coffee, like
right.
Ever. That's
or you're not sticking your donut in no coffee.
It's a non-negotiable.
No latte. No nothing.
I don't care if you was the thirstiest dude and your donut was as dry as the Dickens. You didn't understand what you signed up for. That ain't got nothing to do with me. At the same time, you got to make sure that when I come and get that your coffee hot. You feel me?
Yes.
You got to make sure, and I got to make sure
cream in there.
that I got plenty of cream for you. I do, I gotta keep my body right.
Right.
Gotta stay fresh, my body clean.
Right.
We understand the small stuff.
The Irish Spring.
We understand.
Irish Spring. Irish Spring will get you some. I'm trying to tell you. It's a little tip.
She said, "Get the plate, anime." I don't see the problem. She was trying to call me Ike. I don't see the problem. What's the problem? Like, you know what I mean? Because I know when you were single. Look, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to offend you. Right?
You gotta say that. You probably shouldn't say it.
Well, watch this. When I was a single man, right, on occasion, a young lady would bring me a plate. I'm not talking about we was on a date. I'm talking about she would come to church with aluminum foil and a plate, and she would give it to me on occasion. That would happen to me probably once every 6 months.
Well, didn't you do something when you like a girl? What do you do?
I would say hello.
No, you
Hello,
wine and
governor.
dine her. You open up the door.
Oh, yeah.
You put your coat. When we first met, he put the coat around me.
You don't get the call now?
Let me tell you. Now, I get out. I be like, he be like, go in and open the door and go on in. I'm like, we be like, and I love my husband dearly. We have the
Sharon
closest
take
relationship.
forever to get out the car. Like.
We have the closest relationship, and we get along really well. But he don't go all out the way. And I'm saying this to show you that once you get married, those little things, sometimes they die down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every now and then, if we like on a romantic date, he might do it. But he's not doing that every time. So the same concept with the plate.
Right.
You know, you do that at the beginning because you want the man, just like you want the woman.
Oh, and then you... we
And then
both
you get
stop.
it, and then you get it every now and then.
And
I
then we
don't
be
have a problem
ungrateful.
doing it. You
We
know.
both be ungrateful. Because I ain't opening
It's
the
just the
door.
way the cookies fall. I'm just saying. Like, sometimes, you know, if you're in a mood, you get the plate.
Right.
Sometimes when you're in a mood, you open up the door. I mean, that's how it just happens.
Right.
You know?
Well,
You feel like, what's wrong with your hands? What's wrong with your hands?
I'm
Go on,
saying,
open the door.
it's false advertising. That's all I'm saying. It's false advertising. That's why when we got, and I gave you my coat that day, and I do remember that day. I gave
I
it
thought
to
he was
you.
the most wonderful person ever. I was like, oh my gosh, and it smells so good. Like,
But I gave that to you out of necessity. It was legit cold.
oh, no, you're trying to have it.
It was legit cold, right?
Right.
And then I felt like I want her to know that I like her. You know what I mean? But it was legit cold too. Like I was just out here. You know what I mean?
He said, don't be telling my moves.
I mean, I feel like if you like a person, you gotta do whatever it takes.
Right, I agree.
And then when you brought them damn freaking cookies over, it was game old flip.
With the ice cream. Then I gave his friends some. See, because you get the friends some, then when you leave, they be like, man, you better marry that girl. That's a good girl. See? That's how you do it. So you get a little, audience.
And I was eating all their cookies too. You know, y'all can't handle it. This is mine. Y'all gonna try to get mine. Nah, nigga. They always dating the girls who can't cook. Nah, nigga. They the old pretty girl skis over there who can't cook. Can't cook a plate. Date her. Leave mine alone. You know? That's how I feel. Anywho, we always like to tell people the purpose of these.
Right,
What's going on in their
right.
parents
We
gotta go
forgot about
excursions.
the purpose.
The purpose of these videos is to help people like and stay married. We realize that sometimes you want to punch a hole in your spouse if you have one. And we ask that you not do that.
Yes, please don't. Don't listen to David.
Yeah.
He'll have you in jail.
There are some times when you want to punch a hole. Like if you did to me with the young lady in the barbershop,
But I know you see.
I'd have been on fire.
I know my husband. I
I
know.
wouldn't have let it get that far.
I know which
in
lines.
the car, I would have nipped it in the bud. You ain't gonna be walking here doing that.
I know which lines to cross with him. I know
Yeah.
if I cross this line, it ain't no coming back. If I cross this line, he gonna be angry.
Yeah.
Really, really angry.
Yeah.
So you just gotta know. You gotta know your partner, and I think that's something what you learn at the beginning.
Just like right.
Right.
And at the beginning, if you really legit know me, you know I'm a clown for real. Like now, if you see me in public and I don't know you, I'm not gonna act like that. You feel me? But if you know me, like, or even at my home, I've had people come to my home like, I didn't know you act like this. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, cause I don't act like this.
But he could be really serious. He's like either one extreme or the other extreme. Like he's either really funny and goofy, or he's like really serious.
Cemetery
like,
serious. Like,
yeah. He go like,
yeah.
and
and that's how it is. Like it's almost like the comedian in me. I know how to shut that down.
Right.
And just to listen to you. I'm talking about shut it down. Ain't nothing funny.
But it's time to be serious.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing funny. I know how to shut it completely down. But I also know how to open it all the way up, which I think is a gift. I think that in and of itself is a gift.
It is. It's
Having
awesome
complete
gift.
control of it.
I think it's a very good gift.
But people don't know I'm goofy. So when I open myself up to them, like one of your family members came and I could tell, like they didn't say, like I didn't know, you know, you seem so serious. I didn't know, like I could tell, like, oh, you don't know me, like you know what I mean. Then I started to be a little more serious, like
right.
Right
They didn't like that. They was like, I don't like that.
I didn't know
don't
you
like
was
that.
just goofy. Like I'm a goofy dude. I said that's why I married Sharon, because Sharon knows the me that you don't know.
Right.
And sometimes I'm willing to share the me.
Everybody can't handle that.
Everybody
can't handle that. I can handle both personalities.
Right.
Like, you know.
Oh, you trying to say I'm saying so? Like, you can handle both of them?
I'm just saying. Love you through thick and thin.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I see.
But I can handle all his personalities.
Yeah. So we do want to put these on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be super duper long. So we want to make sure that we still feel it. So at the end of the day, if we get big, then marriage gets big.
Yes.
We want people to book us
right.
because we want to be able to do this for free. It's a passion of ours. The reason we started this video, we don't have to pay us nothing at first. I ain't gonna be no prostitute either. But the reason we started these videos is because we had a friend who got a divorce, and we look up to them, and we felt like evil is no match for good.
Right.
But good has to be active.
Right, and we feel like if we can put our marriage on display, we feel like it's strong enough.
It is.
That we can maybe help someone or encourage someone to get married.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole purpose of this. And also, check out my line.
Yes.
It is Bedroom Candy. And if you want to be freaky, can't talk.
Right.
Freaky or kinky, or if you're looking for ways to spice up your marriage, check that line out. They have a lot of stuff. It's very tasteful. It's nothing crazy or anything.
Literally, there's some chocolate. I put it on and you lick it right off.
And it's on my page. So just look on my page, and you can purchase from there.
So until next time, peace out. Dang, Bill.